Oh, I'm real excited for this one, guys. Greetings. Welcome to the Vodkast. We have a very special guest with us today. I would like to introduce you guys to my co-host for the day, Mr. Harrison Ford. What's that? He's not coming? That was all in my head. Yeah, I thought. Just look at the camera and snap. Greetings and welcome back to another Dr. Pepper-tastic episode of the Vodkast. I'm your host, as always, Geycen Oliveira, and with us today is the Blue Bell Dr. Pepper Float ice cream. I wasn't able to find this in a small one for a while. I saw it in the big one, and I wasn't going to buy a big one because I don't have room for more ice cream in my life. If you guys saw my freezers, you'd find that there's a shitload of ice cream. If you go back, here's a great one. This is one of my favorite ice creams. But if you go back and look at some of the multitude of ice creams I've done, I didn't realize how many ice cream products I've done. There are ice creams that come every now and again, and I have to try them out, though, because Dr. Pepper is one of my favorite sodas of all time. Root beer, Dr. Pepper, Coke from McDonald's, fantastic. When I was a kid, I loved grape soda. But today, we're not talking about grape soda. We're talking about the Dr. Pepper float. Now, I've never actually made a Dr. Pepper float. Have you ever made one where you take vanilla ice cream and you add Dr. Pepper? I've done it with root beer, a million times in my life. Maybe not a million, but quite a few. And it's one of my favorite drinks. It's really good. Throw a little vodka in there, you're good to go for a little while. Anywho, let's take a look at this. I'm going to chit-chat for a little while here. I want to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day for the Vodkast. I'll let you take a look at that first. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be babbling and jabbling and flapping my lips and gums and all that fun stuff while I'm trying to show you the ice cream. Anyway, tomorrow at noon is the auction for Peter Burnt. He's a lifelong friend of mine, somewhat of a brother, adopted brother. He has stage 4 kidney disease. We're trying to raise a little bit of money for him because right now he's still being forced to work. Not forced to work. He has to work because they need money. And so we're trying to raise money so that he can, until he gets on disability, he'll be able to, float and stay home and rest up and heal and all the things that he really needs. So if you guys want to join me, I'm going to try to be here at noon tomorrow. I'll put out an announcement at some point on Facebook. If you guys don't know I'm on Facebook, I'll put the link down below. Also, if you guys are loving the content I'm creating, could you please consider subscribing? Hit the little subscribe button. The thing is I'm on the road to 1,000. I'd really like to get there before the end of the year. I have faith that we can get there by the end of the year. It's just a matter of, making the push and asking you guys. So if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe and it would help me out a bunch and I would be forever in your debt. Boy. All right, here's a small confession. I don't really love ice cream. The thing is I like the melted version of ice cream, whatever you would call it. I guess it's still ice cream, but I love it in that form. I don't like it in this form when it's hard and you got to dig through it and it just stays in your mouth and freezes your teeth up. That's the part of the ice cream I don't like. That's why I like a softer ice cream. It's not that I just want it. I guess I just like milkshakes. Maybe that's the thing. All right, I'm going to shut up now and I'm going to eat some ice cream. Here we go. Let's try to get a nice little cross section of this brown and white. And here we go down the hatch. Oh, that's tasty. That's really good. I'm not getting a lot of Dr. Pepper. Let me see if I can get just a little bit of the Dr. Pepper on here real quick. It's kind of like a flat Dr. Pepper. I mean, you can't expect it to be carbonated in ice cream form. Could you imagine carbonated ice cream, though? What would that taste like? It would be poppy, fizzy, cold, hard until it melted away. You know who else melted away? Frosty the Snowman. But he came back another day. This is a nice, soft, subtle ice cream. It's not a bunch of flavor to it. It's just kind of a sweet, slightly Dr. Peppery kind of float. It does have the float. It gives me the impression of a float. Mainly the idea of mixing the soda and the vanilla ice cream together. It achieves that effect. But there's just not a lot of it. I guess a float is kind of the same way. It kind of takes away from both of those and adds at the same time, making its own thing. So I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But my point is that there's not a ton of flavor in here. I'm going to give it one more bite just because, why the hell not? Okay. I think this is one of those ice creams you got to dig into. And I'm not a digger anymore. There's a shitload of sugar and high fructose corn syrup here.
Enough! I hate you with the passion of 1,000 suns, Vodkast!
Well, that's really rude. Anywho, there's a lot of bad stuff in here, so I don't want to sit here and eat half a thing just to get the full flavor of it. I want every scoop to be kind of Ben & Jerry's. If I go to Ben & Jerry's, almost every scoop has got a little bit of everything that they offer in there. Like, it's not packed in there, but it's also not sparse. There's enough in there that almost every spoonful at least reveals your next bite, and you're like, okay, there's the peanut butter cup. Okay, there's the walnut, but don't eat the ones with the walnuts, because nuts and cereal do nothing for me. But you know what does? Creating these videos for you guys. Let's give this a score. I'm going to give it a 6.5. The quality of ice cream itself isn't quite what I was hoping it would be. Once again, it's not as bad as the last one, this ice cream, where it tastes like almost like it was completely melted and then frozen again. It's still got a little bit of that quality to it. Not a ton. I think it's mostly the top. Maybe it was just a little freezer burnt. I'm not going to, fault it for that. But just the flavor alone, it was good. It wasn't, amazing to me. It didn't push it over the edge. It didn't make it a top tier, awesome ice cream of all time. I don't know. I don't have a title for it. Do I look like a professional? I know, I do. Well, before the Bluebell melts away like Frosty the Snowman, I'm going to let you guys go for the day. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you guys are loving the content I am creating as much as I love creating the content that you guys are watching, you should consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and then hit the little bell icon because it'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make someone smile today and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today, tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier and nuttier together. Let's sing and dance in the sun and in the rain as one, my brothers and sisters. Oh, yeah. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because if you don't, you're going to find that you wasted your life. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love and never let your inner child die. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who cannot take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. And if no one has told you today that they love you, the Vodcast loves you very much just the way you are. All right, guys, I am Geycen Oliveira. This is the Vodcast. I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road. Take care, everybody.